Hi everybody and welcome to Module 2, Lesson 5. We're working on elapsed time. What we're doing here is we're talking about how to measure the distance or the time between two different events. So one of the things we're going to do here is we're going to do a number line. I'm having trouble with my question. Hold on. See if it works out. It's not working out. There we go. So, I'm going to do this one. Joey gets home at, I'm going to say Joey. He gets home at 3:25. It takes him 7 minutes to unpack. And 18 minutes to have a snack. So what's the earliest Joey can start his homework? So we're going to start with our number line. We're starting at 3 o'clock, 30, 4 o'clock, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 10, 15, 20, 25. 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. So, there's a couple of ways you can look at this. You could add these two chunks of time together to come up with the total amount of time he spends on it, which is what I'm going to do. You also could just map it out, but I feel like that's going to be a lot of hops and jumps. So I'm actually going to do it this way. So if 7 plus 8 is 15, carry the 1, would be 25. So he's spending 25 minutes unpacking and having a snack after school when he gets home from school. So we need to jump 25. So we're going to start at 3:25. So there's 3:25. So that's where he's going to start, is 3:25. By adding those two time intervals up, it makes it easier to jump. So we're going to do, you can do 5s or 10s. I'm actually going to do 5s and 10s. So we're going to have to jump 25 minutes forward to figure out where we're at. So we're going to do 3:25. So then we're going to do a 5-minute increment. So then that's the 5, and that leaves us with 20. So we're going to do a 10-minute increment, and that leaves us with 10, and then another 10 increment. There we go. So that uses up all of our time. And then we know right here is where he ends up. So what's the earliest he can start his homework? The earliest that he can start his homework is 3:50. Now, the beauty of this is that when we're doing these problems, sometimes they're going to be quick to do because of the way we've set them up. And the more we practice them, the better we get at them. So I'm actually going to try to save this so I don't have to rewrite it. If you need to stop and practice these on your own, feel free. It makes it a little easier. And then you can do it at your own pace, or you can go onto the worksheet when you think you've got this. So Shane's family wants to start eating dinner at 5:45. So if you've noticed, I left my number line this time. So at 5:45, they want to start eating dinner. So we're going to start at 5 and go until 6. It takes him 15 minutes to set the table. And 7 minutes, put food out. If he starts eating at 5:25, will his chores be finished? So he's going to start at 5:25. So is dinner going to be ready by 5:45 if he starts at 5:25? I'm actually going to move this out of the way because he's going to start at 5:25. So I'm going to put that here. Start 5:25. So I'm going to take the two tasks he has, and I'm going to add up the total amount of time he spends doing that. So 15 minutes plus 7 minutes will show you how long it takes him to get ready for dinner. So 15 plus 7, 5 plus 7 is 2. Carry the 1 is 22 minutes we're looking at here. So we're going to see if this is our goal. 5:45. That's what time everybody wants to eat. Must be they be getting hangry. We're going to start at 5:25. So that's where he's starting to work. Let's see if he's going to be able to finish it. So let's count out. Ooh, this is divided beautifully. So we're going to go 5, 10, 15, 20. Uh-oh. It takes him 22 minutes. So is Shane going to finish up so that everyone can eat by 5:45? Buddy, you're going to have to start a little earlier because it'll take him 20 minutes and he's going to have 2 more minutes left. It means food's not going to be on the table by the time that they're ready to go. So, that's another one. The next one we're going to do is, I'm going to erase all that. Erase my intervals. So, Tim gets on the bus at 8:32. He gets to school at 8:55. Bus, school, 8:55. How long is his bus ride? So, how long is Tim's bus ride? So he's going to get the bus at 8:32. So there's 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. So there's 8:32. So 8:32 is when he gets on the bus. He gets off the bus and is at school at 8:55. So he's going to end up at school right there. So school. What's my interval in between? What's the length of time between those two numbers on my timeline? So we're going to do little rock jumps. 1, 2, 3 minutes there. I'm going to jump a 10. And then I'm going to jump. Ooh, I can do another 10. Nice. 10. So I have 10, 20, 13 minutes. So how long is Tim's bus ride? Tim's bus ride is 13 minutes. But wait, there's more. So if we know that Tim's bus ride is 13 minutes, Joan takes the same bus, but her bus ride is 25 minutes long. So if they have the same bus, we know that Joan is going to be at school at 8:55, 8:55 with Tim. Oops, I didn't put that in there. Oh, that should be, oh, that's very messy. 9, 8. So we know that took 13 minutes. Fix that. We're going to have to figure out how much longer it takes to get to 25 minutes. So there's a couple of ways we can do that. We can do another timeline and we can count backwards even further. But since we already did this work for Tim and we know that's 13 minutes, we could do it that way. I'm actually going to draw another number line for Joan. I'm going to do 30, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. So we know Joan gets to school at 55. So we're going to count back 25 minutes to see what time Joan gets on the bus. So I'm going to do loops of 10. So there's 1 10. That's 10. That's another 10. That's 20. Now I'm going to do one jump of 5. Boom. So we know she gets on the bus at that's not quite right. I did something wrong here. 35, 40, 45, 50. So 5, 10, 15, 20. Correct. And 5 would be 8:30. I did something wrong somewhere. Let's see what I did wrong. This is what happens when you rush. Got it wrong. So if I did Joanne's math correct, she would have gotten back at, she'd get on the bus at 8:30 because that would be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. That's 25 minutes. 8:30 to 8:55 is 25 minutes. Now, Tim gets on the bus at 8:32 and gets to school at 8:55. So let's see, I have 32. So I have 1, 2, 3 minutes, and I have 5, 10. So that's 10, 20. Oh, not 13 minutes. Duh. It'd be 23 minutes there. I had the right problem. I had the right work. I didn't count up my 10 and my 10 there. So I could have really done it with one timeline. I just wasn't, because my math was incorrect. I did it wrong. Shocker. So even I can make mistakes sometimes. So when you're mapping out time and you're trying to do elapsed time, big jumps are your hills. Small jumps are your rocks for right now. So I hope you've enjoyed today's math lesson, Module 2, Lesson 5.